Play action. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Wentz throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tony Jefferson dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now Two times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
Look, can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the north. Because
then he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Sudfeld. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Sproles. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is there hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season or are we talking about the future?
Well, let's do in the future.
Okay, in the future, well, Miami's accumulating draft picks at an incredible rate, but they'll have to hit on all of them and make great decisions in free agency. If so, then they definitely have hope for the future. If you're Washington, well, you drafted Dwayne Haskins this past year. Can you build around a rookie quarterback, a young guy, and make this thing work? If you're Denver, you've got to get some things figured out because normally their defense carries them. Arizona, well, of course, Kyler Murray's there in a new system. Will it take root? Will it take hold? Atlanta is the biggest surprise to me in the early going at 1-3. I don't think any of us saw this coming, but they can still climb back into the race if they can get on a little bit of a run.
So Atlanta would be a team, if we're talking this season, you think still might have some hope. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Owasor able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He was brought down by Rouge Hill. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. He may try and run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on second down. Jackson flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Barnett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Jackson now. Buying time to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know that.
Now a clash of bodies here and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back. But also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Jackson. steps away to his left. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Patrick Owasor picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Sproles. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Here's McCown, escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. 23 yards on the tuck and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. Now Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's fourth and goal, and the game coming down to 1 play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again. They have to do it one.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Brown. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
10-2 stop. Watch the screen. Any weapon.
After the fumble recovery, here's McCown. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. McCown incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Oh, not running. McCown wants to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Patrick Owasor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The return is Jones. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.